Hello everyone, and welcome back to my series on Crusader Kings 3. I'm super happy you're joining me today on my wacky adventures as Matilda of Tuscany. The last time we met up, Henry IV of the Holy Roman Empire had died, and his son Henry V has succeeded him. So we're going to see how that plays out. Currently, though, I'm trying to figure out how to take care of Matilda's 6 children, which I have to laugh about because the real Matilda didn't have any children. She was married twice, but quickly divorced both husbands for different reasons. And she was always very feisty and independent. So much so that she even got entangled in a feud with her second cousin, Henry IV, who was having a bit of a spat with the Pope over new reforms for the church. Now, most of the reforms were thought of as good, but the Holy Roman Emperor Henry IV had one problem, which is that the Pope wanted to rescind the right of investiture, which allowed Holy Roman emperors to appoint bishops, abbots, etc., which allowed them to have some power over these powerful church figures, and that was really important in terms of having access to church lands, taxes, men, and just overall sway within German churches and other parts of the Holy Roman Empire, et cetera, et cetera. Sorry, I'm kind of trailing off because I'm trying to arrange a betrothal, and it's not easy. I gotta find the right people for my children, so my dynasty is a major success. All right, betrothal is accepted. Excellent. I apologize. It's really hard to talk about history and play this game at once. But what? The King of Croatia is interested in me? I don't have time for this. I think I'm flirting with some other king. Something about legacy. Prince Bishop Goswin. He's all the rage at court. I kept my thoughts to myself, but I don't know how to feel about this. I can see this is truly heartfelt. Do I trust this dude? I don't know. The Middle Ages were a tough time, right? There was a lot of sneaky backstabbing and all sorts of craziness. Ooh, here is, I think this is the guy that I've been flirting with. Yes, I know. Matilda is married, but, we're just having some fun. Just some light flirting. Looking at all the options here, seeing what the benefits are. I do like the user interface in this game. It makes it clear what the advantages and disadvantages are of certain actions, although you never know what's coming next, what the next turn will bring. By the way, I'm playing on like super speed in case you're wondering why all of these actions are piling up on top of each other, because I'm trying to get through one dynasty as quickly as possible. At any rate, we're going to see what happens when I look at my different council members. And I should probably replace one at some point. All right. Oh my goodness. Sorry. Still flirting with this person I probably shouldn't flirt with. I really should pay more attention to Henry V and what's going on with him at some point. But I wanted to talk about Henry V because he's really interesting. He bridges the gap between two powerful Matildas, Matilda of Tuscany and Matilda of England, the famous Matilda who became Empress Matilda of England, got into a civil war, and who was the mother of Henry II of England. So also, this guy wants me to join a satanic cult, and I'm kind of tempted, but I don't know if I should. I'm juggling so many things I think I shouldn't. That was kind of interesting. Someone's trying to invite me to their court. I guess I don't want to make anybody angry by refusing. Oh my gosh, there's so much to do in this game. I haven't even gotten to my proper history lesson, which is about Henry V. So I talked about Matilda's fights with Henry IV, who got into a fight with the Pope over the right of investiture, who gets to control the right to appoint bishops and abbots in the Holy Roman Empire. Is that the Pope or is that Henry IV? And this went on for like 20 years. Where the Pope and the Holy Roman Emperor fought. I'm pregnant. Oh my goodness. This is child number 7. This is crazy. I got an achievement for that. No, I got an achievement for replacing one of my council members. I totally read that wrong. Oh my gosh. This is so crazy. At any rate, I got to figure out what to do with this guy too. There's so much happening. But so Henry IV and Gregor VII got into a fight over the right of investiture. And since Matilda was really good friends with the Pope and just good friends with the church, she sided with the church. But Henry IV often got the, oh my gosh, what the heck? What? He's been indiscreet with my eldest daughter, Beatrix? Oh, no, that's no good. That's scandalous. Oh my gosh. Go to jail. Oh, and also, one of my young children is being a mischief maker, while one of my other children, Matilda, has come of age. So many children. Oh my gosh, this is hilariously crazy. I need gold. I need money. I need I've got to let one of these men go. Do I let my husband go? Or do I stop my flirtation with this king? I feel like I better stop. I better let this guy go. All right. So many choices. At any rate, we're talking about Matilda sided with the church against Henry IV, and for like 20 years they went back and forth. Oh, hey, another daughter. What do I want to name her? Nope. Let's try a different category. Maria's fine. Maria's a pretty name. At any rate, Henry IV often got the drop on Matilda of Tuscany, but she always hung on. And even though Henry IV won a lot of battles, Matilda did some damage to his family. This is a true story. She actually got his eldest son, Conrad, to rebel against his father. The rebellion was unsuccessful at the end, but it really kind of probably damaged Henry IV's reputation. Also, I think it was his second wife whom Matilda also got to testify against him, if I'm remembering this correctly. So Henry IV wasn't very popular with his own family, but the story gets weirder because it's supposed to be about Henry V. Henry V was Henry IV's heir after Conrad rebelled, but Henry V also rebelled against his father. It's not clear why, although it's thought he was convinced that his father's fight against the church would probably leave him vulnerable and that someone should step in and agree to the reforms of Gregory VII, and that person should be Henry V. And it's thought maybe the princes of Bavaria in the Holy Roman Empire convinced him of this. There's no clear-cut evidence either way. But Henry V did rebel against his father. They almost came to blows on the battlefield. They avoided it. But at some point, Henry V actually, and I got to pick a new court physician. Sorry, I'm trying to think. Henry V convinced his father to take refuge in a castle after they supposedly made up after almost getting to fight on the battlefield. But it was a ruse. Henry V imprisoned his father and made him hand over all the symbols of royalty so that Henry V could be the next empire. Yes, tourney day. Nifty. And I'm also going hunting. Hunting. I don't actually like hunting, but that's fine. At any rate, so Henry V imprisons his father, forces him to give up the throne. Plot twist, Henry IV manages to escape imprisonment, but dies shortly thereafter. So Henry V becomes king in about 1106 AD. Oh my goodness, Henry IV isn't the only one who died. My husband has been murdered. Oh dear. This is the second husband that has been murdered in my game. I'm really bad at this. Whoops. Now I have to go find a new spouse. Oh my gosh. This is ridiculous. This is ridiculous. What did I do? Oh my gosh. I should probably find his murderer, but there's too much going on. I don't know what to do. Jeez Louise. No, you're not taking my child to court. There's no way. Kill my child too. This is ridiculous. Take him hostage or something. I don't trust anyone anymore. And that really matches what we're talking about, because Henry V totally messed up his own father, imprisoned him, and forced him to make Henry V his heir. Now, interestingly enough, Henry V becomes king, and he's willing to go along with the reforms of Gregory VII, who had already died in exile at this point. But he was kind of a friend to the church, except he also got stuck on the right of investiture, which was the one thing the Pope did not want to give up. So for years, the Pope and Henry V kind of squabbled or tried to negotiate over it, but it ended up being the same situation as with Henry IV, where Henry V goes down to Rome and tries to force the Pope to make him Holy Roman Emperor and acknowledge that it was okay to for Holy Roman Emperors to have the right of investiture. Interestingly enough, around, I think this is 1111 AD, when Henry V marches to Rome, he goes through Matilda's territory, but unlike with Henry IV, Matilda doesn't put up with much of a fight. Either she's kind of getting old and tired of it, or she doesn't have the support of her nobles like she once did. For whatever reason, she lets Henry V go through. And I think he may have appreciated that, because after he forced the Bishop of Rome to acknowledge him as Holy Roman Emperor and to nix the excommunication on his father that had happened years ago and to crown him Holy Roman Emperor, it seemed finally that Henry V had won, and he goes back to Germany, but he stays near Matilda's lands, and he seems to come to some sort of agreement. If she gives him her lands after she dies, she has no heirs, he will make her Vice Queen of Italy and Imperial Vicar? I forget how you pronounce it. But at any rate, they don't hate each other. They seem to get along. And then Matilda dies quietly in 1115 AD. And the next year, Henry V tries to... I have got to replace all of these counselors, by the way. I also have to get a court jester here. Matilda's lands go to Henry V, except there's a little bit of a caveat. She'd already left a lot of those lands to the church, which caused some problems later. At any rate, long story short, Henry V actually continued to fight the church over the right of investiture. It actually kept going until like 1122, where there was kind of a stalemate. It was an agree to disagree kind of thing. I'm giving the short version of it because I'm trying to... Doggy! We should name him Shadow after, after the character in Final Fantasy VI. Sorry, that's just how my brain works. Oh my gosh. What is going on? What do I do? I don't know. I feel like everything I do, there's some weird consequence to this that I don't see coming, which is half the fun of this game. And again, I apologize if I'm neglecting something or making dumb decisions. It's already a difficult game as a noob. Not difficult, but there's a lot to keep in mind. But also I'm trying to give a history lesson, and so I'm trying to balance commentary on the game and commentary on history. And I love the Jester's little arms in the air gesture. That's really cute. Oh my gosh, this game is so fun, you guys. It's so goofy. Invalidated. So be it, I guess. I don't think I have a choice. At any rate, so Matilda dies quietly in 1115. Henry V is supposed to inherit her lands, and he finally comes to sort of an agreement to not agree with the church in 1122. I can't remember all the details of it right now. I have some notes, but some of them are messy, and I don't know if I go into detail about that. But I do know that Henry V dies in either 1125 or I think 1126 AD, and he is also childless. And so ironically, his titles end up going to his rival. Now here's the interesting thing. Henry V here, whom we're trying to sway, because, yeah, this ties in very nicely. He actually is married to another Matilda. And that Matilda is the famous Empress Matilda of England. Before she is married to Geoffrey of Anjou, she is actually married to Henry V. Now, their marriage happens when she's like 8 years old, and they're together for about a little over 10 years. And it's not clear if they didn't have any male heirs. It's not clear if she had a daughter by him or not, or there was a child, but it died shortly after childbirth. But she famously goes on to become Empress of England and the mother of Henry II, who was married to the powerful Eleanor of Aquitaine. So the Plantagenet dynasty starts around then. So it's interesting how all these people tied together. And obviously, you want to name your daughter Matilda because there are a lot of, famous Matildas who are quite powerful. So that's pretty cool. Oh my goodness. Oh, victory. Okay, I read that wrong for a second. All right. All right. So many things we still have to do though. So many things. All right. A secret exposed. Oh my goodness. What? Scandal. I'm at a loss for words. Oh my gosh. This is ridiculous. By the way, if you're wondering why I don't have the original music or anything from the game, sometimes copyright issues come up on YouTube for these things. I actually just had that happen on my other channel, Meg Sullivan, for a Square Enix game. The music is copyrighted, and so I couldn't use music from the game, which was kind of odd, but that does happen sometimes. So that's why I don't use music and sometimes not even the sound from the game to avoid those kind of issues. Social manipulation, master of suppression. Cruel, perhaps, but it had to be done. All right. Overtaxation causes banditry. Great. All right, I'm going through the skill trees here, which is also kind of cool. And I've neglected this up to this point, so I apologize. I occasionally get around to remembering to build a castle or spend my skill points. I promise as I play more of the game, I will get better at this. All right, another invitation to another court. I'll lose stress. That's good, I guess. I'm looking forward to this. Oh my goodness. A feast. Oh, another person is trying to flirt with me. So good news is that even in her old age, Matilda is popular. And I'm sorry, I just realized that I was holding my microphone at a weird angle. I was adjusting it, and then for a while I was holding it at a weird angle, so I apologize if the sound went bloop. All right, there's a feast, there's a dilemma. Farewell, my marshal. Crusader Kings. They said it. They said the name of the game. It doesn't happen a lot, but eventually there is a crusade that happens, and I feel obliged to help. I'm not even sure I get much of a choice, but I thought that was funny. It said Crusader Kings. I was like, there it is. There's the name of the game. All right. Inspired moderation. Sorry, I'm not. I'm sort of commentating after the fact, and I apologize. Again, it's sort of hard to talk history, comment on the game, and then whatever silly thoughts are going through my head. All right, let's check out this battle. The faithful prepare for war. My warriors will be ready to fight. Matilda of Tuscany was not part of any crusade, although I want to say, and I could be remembering this wrong, so someone check me in the comments, I want to say that Gregory VII may have invited her to go on crusade, Matilda, but that she did not. Oh, hello, Henry V. I think he likes to focus on diplomatic matters. Maybe? I don't know if he does or not. We're going to find out. All right. All right, I think that went well. Okay, good. So Henry V just had a tumultuous time with his nobles, with the church. He had a hard time. And commentators would later kind of poo-poo all over him, although they were already kind of biased against him anyway. But he didn't have the most sterling reputation amongst his enemies at the very least. All right, active wars. So much stuff going on. Feet and paw. Yay, Shadow. We love our Shadow. We love our doggy. Huzzah. Sophia comes of age. Oh, she's very pretty. They grow up so fast. I don't know what number Sophia even is at this point. I have so many kids I have to take care of. I feel like the old woman in a shoe. Crusade for Jerusalem. So much ridiculous going on. Ridiculousness. I demand satisfaction for the slight. What? Who? I can't keep track of any of these people. Mario, whatever. Good one. I don't have time for this. There's too much going. Look at the map. Look how active it is. Look at all the things that are happening around Europe. This is so much fun. I haven't even looked at the rest of the map. Like, there are so many things going on. Oh, we're all going on crusade. Yep, you're definitely going on crusade. We're somewhere in the Levant, in case you're like, where are you? We're on Jerusalem. My spies have informed me about a hunter causing trouble. Whatever. Levantine Sea. I need a new chancellor. Whoops. It's amazing how many times I have to like turn or like how much of my court turns over for whatever reason. I'm always having to replace them. And I keep forgetting to do that because I'm like, I feel like I go through all this trouble to find like the perfect balance. And then all of a sudden it's like, I got to do it again. Trying to figure out what's going on here. What's going on in the world? Look at this. Look how wonderfully detailed this map is. Look at all the, oh my gosh. God bless the developer for doing so much wonderful research. And you can sort of like zoom in and see cool, interesting details. I mean, this is really fun. It's Tourney Day again. Didn't we just have Tourney Day? All right. So much going on. I should probably slow down the timeline, but we're pressing on. All right. Soothing the pain. All right. I want him to be a good boy. That's what we need. I can't afford troublemakers at this point. Another invitation to another court for my child. I guess. I can't keep refusing people, even though I don't trust them with my children. I don't know what they're going to do. Hold them hostage, murder them, convince them to fight against me like Matilda of Tuscany did to Henry IV. All right. Yeah. Shadow should be able to attend my meetings. Uh-oh. Oh dear. Shadow, you silly boy. Oh, hello, serene vassal. I demand you see this rebellious behavior. What? What was I doing? What was I doing? I can't even remember what I did. Hopefully I haven't made Henry V too angry. Okay, so... Join a war? Grows closer to forming... Okay. Press that button too fast. That's okay. We're gonna figure this out. Oh, another daughter has come of age. She's not very studious. That kind of sucks.